That's pretty good.
Cool. Let's go, Reggie. Okay, so tension, drama, battle music. So we rejoin the four of you. You are currently in the captain's private mess hall on the RMS Windfall, one of the kingdom's greatest, newest ships of the line. Having fended off a wyvern attack and been asked to dinner by the captain, having had what was arguably one of the most awkward dinner interactions in ttrpg history, we find you on a ship that has just been truly rocked by some sort of large concussive some large physical hit from something. As the ship lurches, alarms are blaring through the ship's interior. There's frantic footsteps above you, around you, below you, and cries from one crewmate to a confused-looking captain. "Pirates, sir! Pirates!" So, with all of that, like, before you even really kind of get a chance to acknowledge what's happening, like, Commander Kane spins on the spot, looks at his first mate, Lieutenant Commander Kaless, and the two of them disappear, like, they, with the ship rocking as it is, their kind of sea legs, quote unquote, just allow them to disappear straight up the staircase, along with a number of the other crew. The elf air mage, Melindra, she looks a bit kind of confused and concerned, but she looks to the four of you and "Help!" she says, slightly slightly panicked. But yeah, what are the four of you doing? Are you heading on up?
I guess we all make our way up.
Okay. I will go ahead and move you all.
Making their way up, Greg's just like trying to like push on like Guru, just like, yeah, but this would be a great time to get to that engine room, wouldn't it? While everyone's busy.
As you emerge up onto the deck of the ship, hang on, let me click this button, and we should get some torch lights. Yeah.
Dark. It's dark.
Wait, where does it get dark?
Let's make it slightly less dark.
Fancy.
Right, there we go. Right, you can just about see now. So, as you emerge up onto the deck, you emerge to a chaotic scene. The Windfall is attempting to evade a smaller airship, a nimble schooner with blood-red sails. Quick knowledge check. I won't be giving out hope or fear, but a quick knowledge check from the four of you. Real quick.
I am so gonna know this. Knowledge -1.
Gonna copy of that.
I got a 14.
Okay, bear with me.
With
Two secs. Right. Okay, kill that, and then boop, and then boop. There we go. Okay, so sorry, everyone shout out your scores again.
19.
14. Oh,
So 19 for Greg, 14 for Theo, 20 for Ruby, currently in the lead. Guru?
14.
14. Okay, so Ruby, despite the fact that you've not ever really spent that much time on or around airships, you see these blood red sails and you immediately recognise that these sails belong to the ship the Crimson Cloud. You've heard stories of these sky pirates in the past. And it appears that the Crimson Cloud is currently attacking the Windfall. 3 grappling hooks sail over and latch themselves onto the Windfall's rails and mast, and the pirate ship is pulled in and rams its steel prow into the navy ship, rocking the Windfall a second time. As the ropes that are mooring it in tighten, seemingly almost like a reverse fishing line, pirates pour off the schooner and onto the deck of the ship, ready to fight. Commander Kane is ahead of you, and he shouts to his crew, "Fend them off! Take cover! Do not let them take the ship!" He shouts and bellows. So, for the 4 of you, there are a number of Crimson pirates already on the ship, currently duking it out with the crewmates. We're going to start with you lot at top of turn. So, who is the first to act?
I'm a close combatant, so I can go first if people don't wish to rush in.
Go for it.
Did the captain person of the pirates just
Don't know what you're talking about, Dan.
Okay, so obviously I'm gonna go to the first batch of people. So can I just go up to any of them?
Pretty much, yeah.
The guy with the blue outside it,
Yeah.
he's one of
Yes.
us.
So blue rings on the tokens are Windfall crew.
Okay. But yeah. So I'm just trying to get up within close. Yeah. So yeah, I basically run up, brandishing my huge tombstone like long plank of a sword, as I rush in next to this guy, basically saying "on your right" as I go for a massive swing. I am in this scenario, yeah, I'm basically gonna go for an attack, but I'm gonna make this a whirlwind attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend a hope, which, on a successful attack, I could spend a hope to then to use that roll against every other enemy within very close range.
Okay.
And any additional enemies that I succeed against take half the damage rounded up.
Okay.
So, yeah, I go up. I'm gonna roll to attack.
So you only spend the hope if you hit, presumably.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so that.
So I'll take away the fear, the hope.
So I don't need. Yeah, I don't need to add a hope because I'm gonna be spending a hope in this scenario. But yeah, I basically rolled a 21.
21 plus.
Yeah. Oh yeah, plus 2. So 22, 24.
Very good.
Yeah, 22, 23. Yeah, sorry, 23. As I swing from the right hand side of this crew member, swatting these. Does a 23 hit?
Slightly,
enemies?
yes.
And with that, I'm gonna roll my damage. It's so in this scenario, I need to roll because of my great sword's ability. I need to roll 3 separate d10s and take the highest 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 2 5s and the 3, so I'll take the 2 5s
Okay.
plus 3. So that is 13 points of damage to one of them.
Uh-huh.
And then, so 6, 7 points of damage to the other one.
I see. Well, as important as that is, we do have... Just gonna move it around slightly. There she is. We now have a functioning cat cam.
You need to sit, lie down. You need to lie down for the internet. Daisy, you need to.
Daisy, please. You're embarrassing father. Please.
Jeez.
Okay. She'll get it in a sec. Oh no, she's gone. Okay. Right, enough of that. Cool. So describe to me what you do to these two poor unfortunate pirates.
So yeah, seeing that it looks like each of these crew members have been outnumbered 2 to 1, and Goru immediately assessing the situation, trying to gain the advantage, will just burst through to the first group of people and coming up to the right of this person saying, "On your right," as the sword itself, hulking as it is, scrapes across the deck and basically in almost a slightly diagonal cleave from right to left, with its far reach, just cleaves against these two pirates.
Cutting them down, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the two pirates let out screams of panic and fear as you scythe through them. The crewmate alongside you kind of drops to the deck as you swing this slab of a sword round.
And I'll just say to the crew member, "Help someone else, quick!"
The crewmate kind of nods, looking at the bisected pirates in front of him, and just sort of like and
Help
kind
that person over there.
scarpers to help his fellow crewmate. Cool. Who's next?
I can hide. That is what I do. I'm a little roguey boy, and I like to hide.
So you can hear that there is combat happening behind you on the observation deck as well.
Oh, there's a combat behind me. My goodness. Creep up the stairs.
Yes.
Hide behind this big cog.
Okay, cool. So that's the main mast. But yes, you can see that there is so Kales is currently coordinating a defense. So you're hiding, is that a stress?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Give me a stress.
Mark a stress, you are now hidden. Anything else?
Can I attack straight after hiding? It's not like a...
You tell me.
It doesn't say that it's a different...
Does it say, like, as an action, do this?
No. It just says I'm no longer hidden after I move or attack.
In which case, yeah, I would assume...
So
you
can I
can-
just hide and then...
Yeah.
I'm hidden. I'm
Yeah.
not... Okay. Fabulous.
Does the hide count as part of your movement?
Rules reading intensifies.
While you're out of sight from all your foes, you can mark a stress to, as usual, to become hidden. Given disadvantage on all rolls against you. As a rogue, when you're hidden, targets can't see you, even if they move into your line of sight. You're no longer hidden after you move or attack, but you leave hidden to make an attack. The roll has advantage.
It sounds like you should just do it then.
Yep. Just do it.
Okay.
Fabulous.
Okay, so you visible.
I will revisit. I am invisible, and then I come out, and I'm gonna do a stab. I'm gonna stab this one in the back.
Okay.
So that. And what do I? You have to going from D&D to bloody Daggerheart. What do I roll again? Just the double dice, isn't it?
Yeah, the double dice, and then adds your
It's nice.
modifier on your weapon.
15, 16, 17.
With hope.
17. 17 with hope is a hit.
Woohoo!
And damage?
It's Right. That's a 2d8 plus 1. 2d8. Oh, that's 1d8. Another d8. And a d6, because it's a stealth attack. There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14? Okay.
14, please.
So, describe to me how your sneak attack dispatches both of these pirates.
Both of them. God. As Greg is creeping along, you realise in one fell swoop, he takes off his screwdriver hand that he was wearing, attaches his stealthy knife hand.
Is it the double stealthy knife hand?
And got into one, rips it out into the other.
Okay. So, the two pirates are slain as you pounce on them from the shadows.
Yeah.
Very good, Livvy. Who is...
I look over at the orc captain. Oh.
She, like, she doesn't seem... Well, you're hoping for some degree of, like, commendation. But she... Like, her face is twisted into a snarl. And she simply shouts to you, "You're not done yet!" She shouts and, like, points frantically at the other pirates.
Just wipe the sword off.
Who's next? Ruby or Twig?
I can go next.
Yeah.
Ruby is going to... I'm going to move her a little bit over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to aim for these ones on up here.
Okay, yeah. So you can see them scrapping at the top of the stairs?
I am going to use my blah blah blah. I'm going to use my jewel staff to do an attack. I'm also going to add my... I'm going to spend a hope to add my elemental origin to that as well.
Okay.
And I'll add that to my damage if it happens.
Sure. Okay.
So
you only spend it
this
if you
you're
need
about
it.
to make, then add either +2 to your roll or +3 to the damage. So I guess I get to decide if I haven't quite done as good as I could do, I can add the +2.
Cool. Okay.
Or if not, okay. Boom. Oh, it's not good. I'll add that +2 then.
Okay.
To there, so that's going to make a 10 with fear.
Plus...
So that's +2 with the elemental, and then +2 with the jewel staff. So that actually makes 12.
That's a hit.
Yay!
Easy.
Okay, so, yeah, roll your damage.
2d6, boom, boom. That is a 13 altogether.
13. Describe to me how your jewel staff attack defeats both pirates.
I think she's going to try and wind up sort of like the usual kind of air darts that she has, but with the added elemental origin on top of that. They're going to just really sort of flip out into like scimitars and just go whacking straight into them.
Okay. In which case, yeah, these two kind of air blade scimitars crisscross around the crewmate, kind of lodging into these two Crimson Cloud pirates, and the two of them are sort of like hoiked up off the deck for a moment and then like launch back a few feet before colliding, sliding, and unaliving. Anything else for Ruby? I don't believe so. Twig?
Hello.
What Twig
Right.
do?
What Twig do? Twig's watching his friends being very, very amazing. He knows that there's two lovely chappies here to sort out, so he's going to move kind of not too close, because his weapon can be done from within very far range.
Mhm.
So I feel like trying to decide if he should attack the ones nearer within very far range ship or the ones closest to him, because it's within very far range.
Okay.
But then Goru could probably jump over the thing.
Blister.
Yeah. So he's So Twig is going to attack the ones near the far at the back near the ship, and he's going to cast Ice Spikes.
Okay.
It's a spellcast roll. So the same as like what he did before. Really, he's going to summon large ice spikes within very far range at these chaps over here. So let's see if it works. So roll. Okay, so that is so it's a 16 with hope.
That is a hit.
It's fantastic. So that is a 2d6. Which is a 7 to hit. 7 damage.
Any pluses to that?
I do not think so, unless I can add. You know, it just says 2d6 damage roll,
Okay.
so I think that's it.
In which case, you notice as these ice. Describe to me how your ice spikes take out one of these pirates.
I think they're basically they kind of feel like those stalactites that fall.
Okay.
So they just kind of like operate above them and then slam down.
Okay.
Them, like stay.
In which case, one of the pirates dives out the way. The other one is too slow and is like skewered by the falling ice shards. And yeah, there are the cries of kind of panic and congratulation from the crewmates as the spell lands. Okay, so we've done a full round. Who wants to go next? You rolled with hope, so one more hope for Twig. Whoop.
If people are happy for me to go again, I'll go again
Yeah.
to take up the next batch.
Oh, beg my pardon. Sorry, I'm going to step in because I didn't realise that Ruby rolled with fear. So
Oh, yeah.
I will step in now, retroactively. Well, not retroactively. Interesting. I am going to click. Close range of them. So at the far end of the ship, down by you, Greg, I'm going to activate one of these pirates, and you notice that they seem to be operating in pairs. They gang up against the crewmate that they're currently fighting against. They make an attack roll. Roll a 20. So you watch as between the two of them, one of them slashes at chest height, which causes the crewmate to kind of bring arms up to bring a cutlass up to guard against it, whilst the second one then flat-foot kicks the crewmate in the chest and knocks him boom, over the edge of the ship, and you hear a beautifully renditioned Wilhelm scream as the crewmate flies off into the distance as the two ships kind of carry on without them. They then look around, and then spying the two of you, they surge forward to kind of engage with you, Killes, and this crewmate over here. I will then do the same with the two pirates near to Twig. So they gang up on theirs. They also manage to boom, kick off their crewmate. And they split up to engage the two of you separately. Cool. That's 2 that I've used. I will pass initiative back.
Ooh. Does anyone still... does anyone else want to jump in, or should I go?
Nah, go for it.
Okay.
Why are they dying so easy?
They're
Why are
only
they
little
dying?
pirates. Tiny pirates.
Yeah, as this one comes up towards me.
Suspicious.
I was already scraping my sword along, readying this next attack, so I see him coming at me, and I swing to almost bat him against the machinery that's next to us.
Sure.
Like, basically slice and squash him at the same time. I'll roll... Let's do this. It's let me just add my modifier. So that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 with hope.
Okay, so a 10 with hope is the pirate kind of rushes towards you, like hopping over there's not a large pallet there because that got squished by a wyvern. But as you swing the sword, the pirate like leans back and like slides across his knees, Kid at a Disco styly, and the sword whooshes over his head before he sort of like launches himself back to his feet, and he's now inside your guard.
Brill. Yeah, all I can do at this moment in time, as I've just relayed from hit, I'm just getting ready for my next hit. But yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. As you missed, I'm going to seize the initiative again. So Greg, down by you, there are 2 more pirates fighting a crewmate on the edge. They will activate.
Stand near the edge of an airship.
But as they go to attack, the crewmate seems to be valiantly defending against their joint attacks. I will spend 2 fear to send in the next wave.
Me.
Why don't I just go ahead and copy paste? There we go. So more you see from like the mast up ahead. Some of the pirates have been moving up to the mast, and then they begin swinging down to engage people from unexpected angles. So 1 for you, Ruby, 1 for the captain, 2 more land kind of free there. Tell you what, let's throw 1 over there, and then a second drops down to join you, Goru. Cool. I'll pass over initiative.
2, 3. How close is close range again? You have to remind me. Are all these 3 within close range?
Close is like 5, 10 to 30.
Fabulous. How much hope have I got? A reasonable
You
amount.
have 5.
Yep. Can I spend 2 hope,
You can.
please?
Are you going to ooze out some daggers?
Rain of Blades!
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Roll for damage. Oh, sorry, roll to hit. I just
No,
said.
it's just, yeah, it's going to roll to hit. +2. 10 with fear.
10 with fear does not hit. Okay, so as you're kind of taken by, as you go to fire off these, this blade, rain of blades.
Rain of Blades!
Yeah, you fire them out, but the pirates seem to have kind of wised up and they're dodging around a lot more. I'm going to retake the initiative. As following the like the reinforcements that have just swung in. Behind the captain, a dashing furbolg woman with a tricorn hat, silver eyes, and a polished leaf amulet around her neck swings onto the prow from the pirate ship. As she lands, she bellows, "No one has to die here. No one else needs die here today. Bring me the prisoner and we'll be on our way." And for those of you who can see her, Greg, I think you could just about see her as she came swinging in. We have
My silly leg.
we have
Oh, she's got a belly up.
Oh no.
you see a dark-skinned furbolg pirate captain. But you notice, possibly the reason why Greg notices her more than anyone else, is because when she swings down onto the deck, she's not in fact swinging from one of the rigging ropes like a lot of the other pirates are. She appears to have some sort of wrist-mounted grappling hook.
Greg's in love.
What's going on? What's going on here?
This is the real romance.
I've got one. You've got one.
So as she swings in, upon her arrival, the pirate captain and her pirates surge forward, and she turns to Commander Kane, who Twig and Ruby, you notice, sort of like draws a wand to point at her before the pirate he's fighting in throws a weighted net over the captain, and his arm kind of twists round himself and he collapses to the ground under the weight of this net. Enraged, the captain calls to you all and shouts to you, "Do not let her get to the brig!" he shouts. And Twig, you watch as this furbolg captain does a little curtsy and disappears through the doors into the ship. I will pass the initiative.
I want to follow her. I really want to follow her. I think Twig.
To the ends of the earth, I will follow that woman.
I mean, I am, is the pirate next to me about to attack me if I try to leave? Or can I just follow her because he's like, "Oh, boss is here. Like, what's the vibe of the man who's about to
The-
hit me? Because if he's going to hit me, I'm going to have to deal with him first.
Yeah, the pirate
Right,
is
if I
treating
can-
you as if you are a crewmate.
Okay, well, in
So
that case,
it's
I'm
engaged
gonna
in
have to do what I was
fisticuffs.
planning on doing. If he wants to engage in fisticuffs, I'm going to play dirty.
Okay.
Out of sheer panic, because that's all Twig is. He is made of panic. He is going to cast Power Push and push the man in panic off the side. So Power Push is a spellcast
That won't
roll.
hold up in a court of law.
I know. Oh, Twig. So yeah. So basically, if I succeed, I can push him to far range. So out of panic, he is going to push him probably off. To be fair, they've been pushing everyone else off, so it
Yeah.
does feel like, So I'm going to roll and see what happens,
Okay.
and then I get a +2 on that, so that's 15 with hope.
15 with hope. Hits.
Okay.
So you push him to fire.
Yep, push him to far. So almost out of panic, he tries to attack me, and I just push him off like that, and then I fucking bolt to the door to follow.
Okay. So you yeet, you force push this captain who launches off the side of the ship, and then because the ships are still going forward at pace, you then see him ragdoll off the side, one of the side masts, as the ship kind of catches up with him, and you just see him boom. Proper Skyrim ragdoll into oblivion.
But yeah, and then I start to follow
Okay.
what's her face to the brig.
Okie dokie.
That's into my.
Very, very good. So that is one for you. Who's next?
I can go next. I
Go,
can try
Roby,
and
go.
Go,
try
go,
and
go, go.
get this guy off my butt with I'm gonna just sort of go around him very quickly around there. And I'm gonna just give him a thwack with my dual staff, using sort of like a propulsion of air to really sort of get it into his gut.
Yeah.
Bob. Ooh.
Ooh,
Is a
that's a big hit.
that is a 23, 24, 25 with hope.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll go straight through his gut.
7 plus 3, that is a 10 damage.
Okay. The blast is powerful enough that it fires him back, and he bounces off the side of this defense ballista, and also disappears into the night sky.
Whee!
Cool.
That's me done.
Okie
Gonna
dokie.
move after the captain, or
You go. Yeah, I'll see Twig. I'll see Twig sort of making a run for it, and Ruby will follow him.
Okay. So the two of you I have headed inside. That'll be enough for now. Who's next?
me?
Yeah.
I think I'm due next, maybe.
Yeah.
So, hearing the captain's words, would this be encouraging enough for me to be able to use my experience? I'll have your back. In spur of this, like the captain's words, Guru feeling he wants to protect the ship and at all costs, and the crew, could I spend a hope to use that experience?
Sure.
In which case,
Down to 3.
down to 3.
Who used... So hang on, just double check. You always have to spend a hope to use an experience, don't you?
Yeah.
So I think Ruby, you would have gained a hope from your roll, but I'm going to deduct a hope from your sick party tricks from earlier.
Okay. Fair enough.
And with that, I'm going to make my attack as I swing my blade. Let's do this. Oh, sweet. So
that your hope.
That's with hope, so I gain my hope back.
Back up to 4.
And that's with a +4 on top of that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
You might miss.
9, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 25 to hit.
Yep.
And
it.
I will. That hope that I gained, I'm going to spend to do a whirlwind attack, unless if you're saying the mechanics of the rules that we're doing in these.
You do what you want to do, Dan.
I'm going to stick to what Guru would do, is a whirlwind attack when there's 2 enemies. So I will stick to the shtick and spend a hope and cleave these guys, hoping that the cleave is so strong that it just sends them off the boat.
Yeah.
That's the aim. So damage wise, I need to roll my 3d10s. Is that the d10? Yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. So 12 plus 3. So that's 15 points of damage, physical damage, as I cleave. So that's 15 points for the first one, and then half rounded up makes it
7, 8.
8. Yeah, 8.
Okay.
Damage to the second one.
In which case, you catch the first one with the flat of the blade, and like a scoop, you gather the 2 of them up and yeet them off the ship, like high enough that the ship disappears from underneath them, and they are lost to the nothingness of a very long drop.
With that, seeing that with my movement, I can see there's 2 crew members on one guy over to the east of the map. So I'm going to actually move over to where the captain is, where there's a guy. Just because the captain needs backup as well if he's under a net.
Okay, sounds good. In which case, who's next? Greg. I think you're up.
Where did she go down into the brig?
So she disappeared through the main door.
Thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start making my way that way. These guys can hold their own, whatever. How far can I get?
So you'll be able to get to the door. If you move to there, you get to the door.
Move.
So I'll move you.
Rigorous.
Where
Where am I going?
There you go. Okay, so you can go to the door.
I don't want to go through the door.
Well, too late. You've gone through the door.
I wanted to talk to the man.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll let you talk to the main.
Before I go down, I want to say to Commander Kane, "You twat." No.
You slag.
I want to say, you didn't say nothing about no prisoner. Where are they then? If that's where she's heading, tell me where she is and I can go bloody get her.
The captain, who's currently trying to fend off this pirate that's trying to wail on him with a cudgel, frantically defending himself as best he can, and then he just shouts, "Just stop her!" He bellows.
All right, keep your hair on. All right, good, I'm doing it.
Okay. So you go through the door. Is there a dash? A dash alternative? A dash thingy?
Is there
PC Dan, we require your encyclopedic knowledge of Daggerheart.
What was that? Sorry,
Is there a Daggerheart version of dash?
If I'm not going to attack, can you do a dash?
What happens is if you're moving beyond so you got very close. So close is up to 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
if you go beyond close within your movement, you would need to make an agility roll. To the DM's, I think DM's discretion.
I've got a difficulty. So.
Or, sometimes it may not need an agility roll, but yeah, basically moving far or without an action.
That's fine. You can absolutely use the agility to dash. I do have a difficulty for the ship. So this will involve moving through the tight corridors, going over the clutter and so on and so forth.
So can I try for a dashing? Can I see if I can catch up?
Yeah, go for an agility roll.
Yeah, on a failure, you might only be able to move some of that distance. The adversaries might act before you can make it, or something might prevent you from moving at all.
Okay.
21, 22, 23. 23 with fear.
23 with fear. So that will be enough. Absolutely will be enough. Let me just scroll back to you. There you are. So yeah, absolutely enough. So there's a crewmate that's currently out of action, kind of on the floor. Looks like he was trying to stop that, defend that stairwell, but he has been KO'd. But you can move like another 30 feet fundamentally.
Do we know where? Yeah, can you?
I guess just keep going.
Down. Oh.
Hang on.
What?
Why is that not working? There you go. Right.
I get confused with the stairs. There we go.
So he's out of commission. Right, bear with me 2 secs. Cool. So where are you two? So yeah, Greg, you're able to dash to the stairs. Where are you heading now?
Is Twig with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Shout to Twig. Which way did you go? Which way did you go?
DM, which way did she go? Because I was trying to get after her pretty quickly. So I'm assuming she's heading towards the engine room.
Well, you've heard. So yeah, the path of destruction that has been left in her wake. Like you can see that there's a crewmate out of action on the floor there with a cutlass rake across his chest. Give me a knowledge or what was effectively like a perception check.
Sure. Well, perception check would be instinct, wouldn't it?
I believe so.
Or so knowledge would be recall, analyze, or comprehend. Instinct would be perceive, sense, or navigate. So it'd be instinct roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. And then it'd be a +1 for instinct. So you're looking at 10. 10 with hope.
So based on so there's a so your 6th hope in the kitty. So yeah, it looks like she's gone, like following the trail of devastation. It looks like she's gone down this staircase to your left.
Cool. In that case, I'll say to Greg, this way, and we'll head towards this staircase.
Okay. So I'll mark that as an initiative. Going down the staircase, unless you're rolling an agility, will be pretty much it for your turn now. These two KO'd. Who's going next out of Ruby and Goru?
I think Ruby, you're next. If you want to go.
Happy to go next.
Go for it.
Where am I? I am still...
You are here.
Yeah. So, I like to think from where Ruby is that she's heard like Greg and Twig sort of shouting, and so she's gonna follow them sort of down into the.
Sure. I mean, if you're kind of moving after the two of them, you'll effectively, like, you'll hear them, you'll see them as they're ahead of you. And yeah, so they've gone down the staircase to the north.
They've gone down the staircase. Okay, so I'm going to go as far as I can. How much further can I go?
You could get to the bottom of the next staircase.
Okay.
Unless you want a agility.
Yeah, if you want to risk doing a agility roll to try and go from past close to go far, very far, then you need to make an agility roll.
Let's make an agility roll then.
If you want to get further.
Okay. Well, yeah. And that goes for the rest of you. If any of you want to do an agility roll as you go sprinting off through the ship.
Let's do this. Doom. Oh, it's not good.
Oh no.
It's a 7 with fear.
7 with fear. You are unable to kind of navigate through the ship with any kind of greater speed. So you kind of like, because the stair, if nothing else, the stairs are quite steep. So as you try to gain speed, there's a little bit of a dunk as you hit your head on like the low ceiling.
Oh, hey, little.
It's that mushroom cap.
Yeah.
Okay. As you have rolled with fear, I will interject.
Has any of the like the crew on our side, been able to do anything?
They are fighting their best fight currently.
Which means no.
They are defending. Cool. So the three of you that are downstairs, you can see that there are two. Like, this is an area that has been kind of cordoned off. No, sorry, this area hasn't been cordoned off because there's passengers on here. So you can hear like the sounds of like screams and cries of panic from passengers in various rooms to like either side down this long corridor that stretches out in front of you. You notice that there's what appears to be like a sparring square with two KO'd crewmates, or out of action crewmates I should say. You haven't got a chance to check to see whether they're dead or alive, but further down you see that there are another two that have been taken out of action. One appears to be guarding a stairway, and opposite him is another stairway down further into the ship. You can hear sort of like cries of like raised voices coming from below. I'm going to flick up to Goru, and the pirate that you are attempting to sneak up on hears you coming and rolls a 1. Like, yeah, turns to look to you and like expecting to see like another like Twig or another Ruby, just kind of stops and like is gazing at somewhere on your chest bone, and then just looks up and like lifts his hands up and parlay, he says. I'm going to hand over the initiative. I rolled a 1.
I guess that'll make my turn next.
Yeah.
Does he look like he's giving up, or does he look like
he's currently
kind of
like, yeah, he's got a cudgel in his hand. He's got like one hand up, and he's just like parlay, parlay. because he's looked at your blood slicked sword, and like you're dwarfing him.
Can I knock him out?
Sure. Roll them bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and see if I can just knock him out. Nothing too special. What's my bonus? It's +2. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 16 with fear.
Okay. So I will take the fear token, but I will not take the initiative. That is a hit. Roll for damage.
Yep. That is, let me just do my thing. So that is +3. So 17 points of damage as I get the butt of the sword and just dosh.
Okay. This guy just like folds at the waist backwards and just collapses to the ground.
Yeah, if there's any way, I don't know if it's going to be like an action type thing or if there's like a free interact with objects type thing like there is in D&D, but I want to get that net off of the captain if possible.
No, you can absolutely reach down and like it's heavy, but with your strength, you're able to just rip this net clear off of Commander Kane, and you toss it to the side, and it boom, lands in a thud, like the large kind of weights on its corners and edges just boom, smashing it to the deck.
I'll just say, "Help your crew, Captain."
The captain looks at you, somewhat wild-eyed. And
King bloody sword Goru.
yeah, he looks to you and have they caught her? Have they caught her? He shouts.
Friends are on it. Save your crew.
The captain looks to you, and there's suddenly this single-mindedness in his eye as he surges to his feet and bolts for the door to follow the rest of them.
You don't care about his crew.
Don't care
It's
about his crew.
engine.
Would you like to move?
Oh yeah, I can move. Thing is, I trust in my friends to do the job, so I'm gonna help the crew.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move up the stairs.
Sure. Okay. So, in which case, as you go plodding up the stairs, or you surging up the stairs, I suppose, really, we will flick back to the Smalls downstairs. I'll do you all collectively. Are you carrying on, like, the chase for the pirate captain?
Yes.
Okay. In which case, if I can have you enter through one of these stairs either side of this area here, please. I will patiently await your arrival.
So any of these stairs? Does it matter?
Yeah, either or. And as you go down the stairs, you hear you hear the tail end of what appears to be some sort of argument. You cannot go in there. Twig, you hear the telltale sound of Melandra's voice. She shouts, and you watch as she is booted through a door at the end of this corridor and sprawls out on the ground as his pirate captain surges in after her.
I go to follow. Yeah, I'm very concerned, very panicked. I'm heading over there, probably
Okay.
calling out. Yeah.
So, as and the rest of you following suit.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Ooh.
Before you, let me just zoom in. Before you, is a strange magical contraption with tubes and crystals and a small weather vane connected to a freestanding iron cell. An exhausted and obviously malnourished Galapa stands in the cell, blocking the pirate captain from reach. I can't read. Stands in the cell with silver cords wrapped around their head, waist and limbs. Melandra looks up from in front of the cell, blocking the pirate captain from reaching either the contraption or the cell itself. The pirate captain threatens Melandra with a drawn cutlass, the artificer frozen with fear. The distraught Galapa looks to you as the three of you burst in and cries out, "Please, help my captain and get me out of this horrible thing!" And as you see this, we'll call it there.
Oh boy.
Oh,
It's people.
whoa.
It's Soylent Green is people.
So,
Told you
I'm
he was a
angry.
twat. I told you he was a twat. I mean,
Did the king of the royal capital like agree to this? Like,
I think nobody knows
Probably.
about this engine. I feel this is
Probably
just
the-
some random.
the establishment.
so with all of that in mind, yes, we will call that session to an end there. If you enjoyed that, make sure to hit the like button and the comment below.
Who this guy?
Yeah, comment below on whether or not what should the comments be, everyone? What should the comments be on?
it should be.
Who's
we-
the real bad man?
How we twat the
Yeah.
captain.
Who's the real bad man?
I guess the
Captain.
thing I am most concerned about is if we release the Galapa, which is obviously what we all intend to do, does the ship then descend
Yeah,
and we
just
all die?
plummets.
So like,
it's like, sorry.
how much magically does releasing the Galapa mean that we are all dead?
Sure.
Like, so
Sure.
that's going to be
Yes,
Twig's logical concern.
that's true.
He obviously wants to release the Galapa. He is not. This is against.
That
all
sounds
of the
a
code.
little bit greater good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we do need you to power our engine, so I guess we'll just
Yeah,
leave you.
it's a bit difficult. Yes.
Well, yeah, comment down below on your feelings about this development and who you think is the bad man. And if if you yeah, if you've been watching live, thank you very, very much. If you're watching this after the fact, there will be the next half will be coming out in a week's time, next Saturday. So make sure to tune in, and then you can watch the finale of this the Thursday after that, which will be the quick maths 18th. July the 18th. If you want to see more stuff like this, or some Blades in the Dark action, or some like D&D stuff, or just any of the other stuff that we're running on the channel at the moment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications of when we release new content, because that comes out very frequently, and we wouldn't want you to miss out. Because it's all good, it's all good, it's all lovely and good. How are you all feeling? You all good? Wolfer.
Or that pain around the face. But yeah, otherwise.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Just hope we didn't kill a load of nice guys. What if we killed a load of niceys?
Well, we'll figure that out in a bit, won't we? So, thank you all for playing, the four of you. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Boy,
Bye
boy.
bye bye bye.